Hi, I wanted to give you a quick APA pointer on using SIRS database. So if you are looking at an article in SIRS, you will notice that all of the source information is located at the top of the article. And normally when we cite an article, we include things like the volume, the issue, and either the URL, if it's from the magazine website or newspaper website, or we include the DOI. But if you look at all the source information in SIRS, you will see that this particular article, I have the title at the top, Student Test Scores Drop in Math Since COVID-19 Pandemic, and it does say that it's a newspaper. Even though this source is from a newspaper, I'm not actually going to cite the newspaper URL. All I'm going to cite is what's available to me at the top. So I have the title. This particular article has two authors. And then I have the name of the source, the Wall Street Journal Online, and then the date. So when I use the APA guide, I'm going to follow the model for an article without a DOI or without a URL. So if I pull up my APA guide, I can look at standard example number 2 at the top of the second page. So I'm going to put my two authors. I'm going to list my date. I'm going to put my article title. And remember, we only capitalize the first word of the title, the first word of a subtitle, and any proper nouns. So in the case of the title of this article that I have from SIRS, I would capitalize student, and then I would capitalize COVID-19 because that's a proper noun since it's the specific name of a disease. The rest of the words, test scores drop in math since, and then pandemic, those would all be lowercase. Then I would put the name of the source in italic font, Wall Street Journal Online. I do not have a volume. I do not have an issue. I do not have a page number. So instead of a comma after the title, I would simply put a period. So for the SIRS database, you don't have to backtrack this article to the original Wall Street Journal Online. There's no need to do that. You can just use it as is. Now, if you click the Cite button on SIRS, you will see if you choose APA, it says APA 6. We use APA 7. So do not use the cite function. Also, this includes the retrieved from URL. We no longer use that in APA 7. So you will put a period at the end of Wall Street Journal Online. Now, I will tell you, looking at this particular citation, everything that's currently highlighted with the author, the date, the name of the title, and Wall Street Journal Online, the only error I see is that COVID-19 needs to be capitalized. However, we would not use anything after Wall Street Journal Online, and we would need a period after it. So don't be quick to copy the citation in any of the databases because we do not use URLs from databases. So if I show you an example from EBSCOhost, I'm going to click EBSCOhost, and the most recommended database I prefer is Masterfile Premier. It's the most general. So if I want to I'm just going to type in COVID-19 because obviously that's a big thing right now and there'll be tons of articles. So if I put in COVID-19 and I click magazine, let's just see the first thing that comes up, what you need to know about the COVID-19 vaccines. If I were to use this article, again, I have my author, I have the name of my source, my date, my volume, my issue. This is one page, so I would just use 140. There is no DOI, there is no URL. So again, if I go to my formatting scenarios, I would still continue to use this standard example of an article with no DOI that's printed or retrieved from a database. And so the article from Masterfile Premier does have a volume, an issue, and a page number. So after the name of the source, I would use that comma, volume, issue, comma, page number, period. And remember, when you're looking in databases and it's just one page, don't put 140 to 140 like they have. Just put 140 one time. So I wanted to just give you that quick update as you start working on your source evaluation. Let me know if you have any questions.